Hello again, everybody. Well, today we find ourselves in the Redcliffe Plantation area. Now, this is in South Carolina, and while the main house may be closed, we're going to take a peek around this. This place was completed in 1859, and it was once the home of James Henry Hammond and some generations of his descendants, and a bunch of African American families like the Henleys, Goodwins, and Wigfalls, who worked the site as slaves, but then later became freed men and women. And it's one of the historical sites in South Carolina, or at least on the plantation side. So we're going to take a look and poke our heads around. If you want to find some more information, you can always look it up online, but let's go take a look. Now, the house is definitely not going to be open because of the whole virus thing. The house is closed until further notice. By the way, I apologize for all the bug streaks. I've been on the road, and you know how bugs like the road. I see a big house up here. We're at least going to take a poke around, but I will join you guys momentarily. Interestingly enough, there appears to be a visitor center, but based on the lack of lights, I am betting that the visitor center and the gift shop is closed. Now, there are restrooms here. I don't know if they keep them open afterwards, but you can see that there's plenty of stuff in the state parks in the area, and this is the Redcliffe Plantation area, and I apologize, I just can't seem to get a area where it's not there now. Yeah, they're definitely, I don't see any lights on in the building, so they are definitely closed for today. I will have to come another day just to see the inside, but you know what, while we're here, let's take a look at the building, shall we? Just look at this place. That is an impressive house. And I love some of these outbuildings, but we're gonna go and take a look. A little bit better angle with less reflection. Okay, I do not know what type of building this is. Maybe I'll find out. Y'all can tell me in the comments below if you know, but this is pretty cool right here. Definitely have at least one section on the side for the buggies. And I'll go on the other side and see if I can peek in, but look at this interesting buggy. Definitely in the old school days, and I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of this glass is still of the old school glass, old handmade glass. Whew. Maybe it's some kind of a barn. I'm definitely not going up there. One, it's got a padlock on it. It appears to be a stable. So yeah, it's an old school stable. And this would have been right up by the house, so you could have taken your so you would have gone upstairs and that would have been a hay loft, and you have chutes for the hay. Interesting. Evidently there was a cistern. I'll go try to find it here in a minute. That is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever Look over in the corner. That's that shared, little shared thing of water. And for you folks that like the bricks, a lot of these bricks are marked Augusta. 100% sure which Augusta bricks. Wow. So this area has been eaten out a lot, but look, that's a really cool idea. Well, before we get to the main house, I would say that this is the cistern. So water would have been diverted out to this. And I guess you could pump it to the house and to the little barn. This might be a little too bright, but this is documenting the management of the enslaved people. Now this was before they became freed, and you can see, I'm guessing, this is the quarters. Let me see if the other stairs will let you in. Well, the shadows don't show great. This shows the end of the slavery and life after emancipation and family. And while I can't show great, I'm going to try to get on the back side of the building and see if I can't put the camera through the windows. Might be able to. It might be too short for this, but we will see. I am not too short, so apologies ahead of time, but it looks like there's a bench or a desk or something in the way, but that's the best I could do for that room, and that one's blocked off. Look at some of these beautiful old trees too. I got that really cool twisted curvy thing now. I don't know why they've got the big squares around certain areas. Maybe they're doing some archaeological stuff. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody knows why they have these big blocked off areas, please let me know in the comments below. We've got one more building that I can see before we check out the house. And obviously we can't go in. That's such a cool tree. Now, I don't know. I didn't see a sign on this building, but
Carriage house?
Well, there's one side. Let's take a look in the other window.
Nice talking with you.
Nice talking with you too.
That's good.
Well, that looks like some folders and stuff, so they have, yeah, it looks like a carriage house for sure. Look at that old paint job. Look at all that texture to it. Well, now that we've done that, let's take a look at this beauty. Now, I know that this house has undergone renovations, and if you want to see the full history, obviously you can go online, but looks like they had jacketed it in concrete, and looks like some of that's peeling loose. Looks like they had tried to cover this too, but it's peeling loose. Either that or they've peeled it loose because they're getting ready to renovate it more. Look at these beautiful old beams. All of them look like they're hand hewn on the big beams. This is just amazing. You've got a fairly large area, and like I said before, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, that glass, not all of it because some of it's been broken, a lot of this glass is of the antique variety. And here's the big question. Oh, it looks like they were in full renovation. Makes sense considering that these old buildings, you got to keep up with them, but what better time to do it than during COVID? Some of it looks like it's kind of modern too. I don't know. And this follows a lot of these older houses where you have the central hallway. Yeah, it looks like some of that's more modern. That looks like a vinyl tile, so... And I am sure that they are in the process. It looks like they're in the process of peeling all of that up. So this is a good time. Ooh, that's definitely more modern glass. Looks like it's a good time for renovating this. Oh, that is the stamp. So if you're into the South Carolina thing, you can get your papers, and then that's the stamp for it. I don't know what this would have been. Looks like it might have been some kind of elevator or dumbwaiter at some point. Look at the texture on this. This is just amazing. I love that texture. That texture is no entrance. It's an interesting mix of some old and some new. I mean, obviously they've had to modernize this to a certain degree, but it's still pretty cool. I'm gonna try to go up a couple of these stairs to see if I can't peek in some. I don't think I can peek in windows on that side, but we're gonna see. But look at this craftsmanship. This craftsmanship's just amazing. Nope, that blind's off. Look at that. All right, I will continue to walk around and see if I can't peek in. The front door you definitely can't, but look at this. This is absolutely amazing and beautiful. And they've got the side windows blocked off. I'm gonna try one more peek around the back. Well, there appears to be a caretaker's house over there too. I'm not sure about this, but look at this porch and these columns. This is just, I mean, I'm glad they've turned this into a museum kind of center, but look at how amazing this place is. Wow, huge porch. Look at all the details. Tongue and groove flooring. Oh, there's some more stuff to show. James Henry Hammond. So it talks about the Redcliffes. Now, you can always come and look. Supposedly, it's cool pattern. Supposedly, they may be opening up tours again in the, that's really cool. Supposedly they're going to be opening up tours again in October. Now, I filmed this in September of 2020, so maybe. They definitely, I'll have to remember to grab that water bottle. Tell you what, these are some of the biggest shutters I've ever seen. They're at least 8 feet tall. And these windows, I'm 5'10". I could, if you open this window and it opened all the way, I could actually walk in there. But just, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. At least we can see the outside, but let's go take one last look around the front. Well, guys, well, I couldn't get inside. This is still quite an impressive structure, and it's got a lot of history. Some not so good, some good. But like you have in all of history, you have to pay attention to the good and the bad. Anyway, I am off to go on some more journeys. Until then, why don't you go on a journey of your own? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.